Hey, what's up you guys, oldmpS here, and I'm bringing you guys a brand new Halo Reach tutorial. This is going to be the barrel roll. I've already got something a little bit pre-built here. Okay, so for a barrel roll, it's very basic, very easy. Most forgers probably wouldn't even need this tutorial. It's very straightforward, but I'm going to show you guys how to make a very professional barrel roll, like the one in Oracle's Twist, that's very accurate, and you very rarely die on it. So anyway, as you can see, I have my downhill slope. Okay, so anyway, one of the things with this, with a barrel roll, is that it always has to be downhill. You can have one going uphill, like for a jump, but anyone who ever forged with a jump before, there's a 50-50 chance that the tail of your mongoose will go up, and the other 50% chance is that the front of your mongoose will go up. So you're just going to be kind of hoping that the whole entire time that you hit the tail, therefore like decreasing the chances of you landing the barrel roll correctly. So with a downhill barrel roll, it's much more accurate, and the chances of you landing correctly are are much higher. Not extremely high, just much higher than it would be compared to just the regular old aiming up barrel. So that's why I prefer this kind of downhill slope here for the barrel rolls. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and be showing you guys the basics. So when you're building the barrel roll, obviously you want to have it to where you're almost at your max speed when you're going down. And I almost forgot to do this. For the gadgets, spawn a shield door, 2 or 3. For the 3s, I like to make it to where it's like this, because I don't like most of the shield door popping out. I just want to, so you can have like a consistent speed. So you go ahead, and when you hit this, it'll go like this. Slow down, and then you're at a consistent speed. Anyway, the reason why I spawned this mongoose here is because you want an outline of how big your barrel roll is supposed to be. My favorite object to build this with is the decoratives. Not decoratives, railing mediums. So I have this on rotation snap, but I normally freehand these just cause, but since I'm under a time limit of 10 minutes, I want to go ahead and get this done fast. Anyway, so the obvious thing is to go ahead and figure out what the ratio or radius or whatever you want to call it of how big you want the barrel roll to be exactly. You want to have enough space to where it's not insanely hard to hit inside of the barrel roll, like where you have to like have your mongoose perfectly lined up, but you want it to where it's decent, to where it's like you got a small radius. Another thing you want to do is, this is where I freehand it, because, man, come on, this is too much trouble just to try to get it to do this correctly, is to have it to where you have these little outside berms right here. I know they don't do anything, because if you hit these berms, you're gonna die on the barrel roll. It's just that simple. But it's almost like a psychological thing. If you see the berms there, you start to think, oh, maybe I can hit it and I'll be fine, big deal. And you're less likely to hit them. If you keep the berms there, you're like, holy shit, I gotta line this mongoose up perfectly to get it through. And it's really not that way. It's just kind of almost psychological. So I always put the berms here, just because it doesn't make the jump, it doesn't do anything at all, except just makes it feel more, wow, I was stunning a shitload back there, but makes it feel much more possible. I like to have them to where they're kind of the same angle out, so people don't realize you're really doing anything without it. Okay, so the final thing is pretty much this whole entire thing is composed of railing mediums. It's just to have it to where, okay, one thing you need to know how to do is just kind of guesstimate what would be a fair bump, like not one that's hard and hits hard. Like that would be decent. It wouldn't be too bad. And another thing is that you want the this pole right here to extend out past your last ones there, because if you have it all the way back, most likely the mongoose will start to hit this pole, then you know a lot of shit screws up there. So this is a generally okay one. This might not work, so don't get your hopes up. Come up here and then get on the mongoose, and then go down here, go fast speed, and then yeah, see what I mean? Kind of wrong. Normally when that happens, that means that you have this too wide, or you have that weird ass kind of spin to it. That means you need to shrink it more. I figured I had a little bit too wide. I didn't really think too much of that, but so you gotta bring it in a little bit more. Let's make it to where this is probably touching that. That would help out. Alright. Now let's try that again. Come up here. Oh, that was quick. Go down here. And yeah, see what I mean? Though it's still too wide. And I think that might just be a little bit too harsh of a hit. Alright, let's try that. Sorry if I'm not talking during these parts, but it's just testing and repeating. Okay, that's better. Alright, so anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this up. I'm gonna explain to you what I do after this. I'll make this a little bit smaller. Anyways, another thing I need to let you guys know is that March Madness has, not March Madness, Forger of the Year has been giving me a lot of hell lately. It really is becoming a pain in the ass to work with. I've been spending, like, that's why you haven't seen any videos up of new maps or anything. I haven't built any. I've been working on March Madness non-stop. There we go, that's what we want. So, I mean, that's just kind of it. So, okay, another thing, next we want to do is create the landing pad. I'm going to go with a 30-degree landing pad just because that's how it is. So, the best way to figure out the landing pad is to have two props down here to where just about you think you're going to land. Why two? Because if you have two, you can compare and contrast the distances. So when if you see, let's say you see a mongoose land like right beside this thing, right beside it. All you have to do is just grab this one and put it there, and you've almost got it perfectly marked. It's much easier, much more convenient. And oh yeah, by the way, one last thing is that you can. It doesn't have to be on this side. It can be on either side. Just make sure it's towards the end part. Alright. So let's try this again. Alright, so now you're able to use that to tell that, okay, you landed before this. And you landed just about in the middle of it. So that would be just about right. Let's try that out. And send me a message if you guys want to know have a tutorial on how to do the sky jump to where you freeze in the middle of the sky. Whoa, what the fuck? That was weird. Ah, shit. I'm just gonna do 15 degree. Holy shit, not that much. Yeah, that'll do it. You can do that too, I betcha. I'm sure this will work. Now I have it on an accurate number. Holy shit. I screwed it up. Maybe I'm having it a little bit too far out. This tutorial can be like a fucking 20-minute tutorial, isn't it? I'm already at 8 minutes and I haven't even gotten to the shield door system yet. This might be 2 parts, so if it ends up being 2 parts, I'm sorry. I think I'm just probably gonna skip through all this shit. There we go. That's what we want. Alright. So, anyway, the next thing is the shield door landing pad. So, what I have to like double time this now. So, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to pretty much combine the shield door to where where it's even with this. Then find out where you're gonna land just about, and then raise it up about a couple inches to where it's right about as sheer. Probably bring it up further than that though. And this is called a safe trap, or make sure you don't keep fucking up. So if you're like spinning, you don't go crazy and go past the map and fuck everybody else up. What you do is you get a shield door and then have it to where it's just high enough for you to pass underneath. 1 second. So yeah, see what I mean? So if you're flipping and freaking out, you'll be fine. You'll just hit that shield door and it'll bounce you back. It's like, oh, safety. So anyway, continue back onto this. Alright, so it's obvious to tell that it jerked me down a little bit, so we might want to have to bring this back here, pull this shield door further back, and then try this again. I'm sorry, you guys. You're not getting the full info on this shit just because I am on a time limit. What the fuck was that? Holy shit, that was crazy. That was not supposed to happen, but weird shit happens sometimes, and that's how it works. Okay, this is really not working out well. Oh wait, that's right, because it's supposed to be... I'm sorry, I'm a fucking idiot. It's supposed to be about 5 or 10 degrees up to where it's angled slightly so it catches you and drifts you back. I'm not really thinking right now because I'm just don't want to have this to be a 45-minute tutorial. Oh my god, it's like 10 minutes already. Alright, so as you can tell, that did not work out well. Just lazy sumbitch. Just bring him up here. And there we go. That's how you make a bullshit barrel roll real quick. That should work pretty accurately. I'm sorry about all the just narrating randomly kind of shit. This is a very long, boring tutorial, but at least you get to know how to use a barrel roll. I keep doing this until I fuck it up. But anyway, just a quick little update. So March Madness, I've got quite a few rounds done. I'm waiting for Caps Lock and Zombies still to enter in their maps. So I just hopefully once they enter in their maps, as soon as Caps Lock enters his map and I finish his video, I will throw it up. And that's about it, you guys. This is oldmpS signing out, and remember to subscribe.